It is I, Sith turned Jedi. For this reaction, we are doing Tom MacDonald, Fake Woke. Now, I've heard the song, so it's not a first reaction. I've actually watched a couple other reactors react to the song because it's that good of a song. This is 100% truth, start to finish. There's no wasted bars. There's no wasted nothing. This is just spitting facts that people need to hear. But I noticed something being a parent that not a lot of people have picked up on, and it's kind of deep for Tom to go there. So I decided I would react to this video just to see how many of the rest of you picked up what I picked up. So without further ado, let's get into Tom MacDonald, Fake Woke. Tell these people what they need to hear, Tom.
I think it's crazy I'm the one who they labeled as controversial, and Cardi B is the role model for 12-year-old girls.
Okay. Right there, as a parent. My children do not watch that trash. My daughter does not watch that trash. That much I can promise you. My daughter is 9, and she's a Tom MacDonald fan. No Cardi B in this house.
There's rappers pushing Xanax at the top of the billboard, but if I mention race in a song, I'm scared I'll get killed for it. It's backwards, it's getting exponentially dumb. It's more difficult to get a job than purchase a gun. Eminem used to gay bash and murder his mom, and now he doesn't want fans if they voted for Trump. We're ashamed to be American. You should probably love it, cause you have the right to hate it and not get stoned to death in public. As children we were taught how to walk and talk, but the system wants adults to sit down and shut up. Cancel culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say is homophobic or racist.
Hey, speaking of cancel culture, man, what happened to Dr. Seuss and Mr. Potato Head? Really? That triggers y'all? Mr. Potato Head? Apparently, if Mr. Potato Head triggers you, I'm gonna let you know something right now. Yo ass is a potato head. Just so you know.
So culture runs the world now, the planet went crazy. Label everything we say is homophobic or racist. If you're white, then you're privileged, guilty by association. All our childhood heroes got Me Too'd or they're rapists. They never freed the slaves. They realized that they don't need the chains. They gave us tiny screens, we think we free cause we can't see the cage. They knew that race war would be the game they need to play. For people to big teams, they use the media to feed the flame. They so fake woke. Facts don't care about feelings. They know they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke, same songs. They so fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings. I think it's crazy how these people screaming facts, but they fake woke. Hate their neighbor cause he wears a mask or he stays home. Has a daughter but his favorite artist said he slays hoes. Picks her up from school, music slaps on the way home.
Okay. That is the exact part that I wanted to kind of call attention to. He says everybody's mad at the neighbor because he wears a mask or he stays home. But he's got a daughter who's in school, and his music talks about slaying hoes, and yet that's what's slapping on the way home. So it's cool to be mad at this dude because he doesn't wear a mask, or he does wear a mask, or he stays home, or he doesn't stay home, whatever. It's cool. You can be mad at him about that. But nobody cares that every time he picks his daughter up from school, he's got derogatory music that is just slapping in the car on the way home. So that's what his daughter's hearing. His daughter's hearing all of this derogatory towards women music because that's what her dad likes. So what's she gonna grow up thinking? Like, for real. Think about that before you listen to certain music around your children, because kids are influenced by what they hear. They're influenced by what their parents listen to, which is why all of my children are fans of Tom MacDonald and the Hangover Gang. So, I don't have to worry about that problem. We don't watch mainstream news. We don't listen to mainstream music. All that crap does is rot your brain. But that's a very good point right there, and not a lot of people have picked up on that, so I just kind of wanted to point that out. Now, I could be wrong. Maybe, that he wasn't going that deep with it. But from what I know about Tom, he was definitely going that deep with it.
Censorship's an issue because they choose what they erase. There's the difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think black...
Hey, Zuckerberg. You know your fact checker crap? You should listen to that again. And again and again and again. We need to put that on repeat just for you.
Issue because they choose what they erase. There's the difference between hate speech and speech that you hate. I think Black Lives Matter was the stupidest name when the system's screwing everyone exactly the same. I just want to spend Thanksgiving Day with food and my family without being accused of celebrating native casualties. We got so divided, it's black and white and political. Republicans are bigots, libtards if you're liberal. There's riots in our streets and it's just getting worse. Y'all screaming deep on the police, y'all are genius for sure. They're underfunded already, they're way too busy to work. Order food and call the cops, see what reaches you first. Segregation ended, that's a lie in itself. That was a strategy to make us think they were trying to help. They knew that racism was hot if they designed it to sell. We buy up every single box and divide us ourselves. They so.
Think about it. Think about what you see on the news. Think about what you see on social media. Think about what you see in the paper. I grew up in the 80s. Racism was a thing, yes, but not where I grew up. Like, we treated everybody the same regardless of color. We're all human. Different colors, yes, but if I stand next to one of my black brothers or sisters and somebody comes along and cuts us in the arm, we're all bleeding red, right? I can give them blood, they can give me blood. We're the same race, Holmes. Like, y'all need to open your damn eyes. Some of y'all ain't gonna like this video. It's okay. You can unsubscribe if you don't like the video, because this is what we can get behind. If this video triggers you...
Fake woke, facts don't care about feelings. They know, they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke, same old, safe zones. They so fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings. We use violence to get peace and wonder why it isn't working. That's like sleeping with a football team to try and be a virgin. Politicians are for sale and someone always makes the purchase, but you and I cannot afford it. Our democracy is worthless. If a man has mental illness, call him crazy, say it silently. When country's going crazy, we accept it as society. Get sick and take a pill. When the side effects get you high, you get addicted like these rappers dying fighting with sobriety. Censoring the facts turns our children into idiots. They claim it's for our safety. I'll tell you what it really is. Removing information that empowers all the citizens. The truth doesn't damage points of view that are legitimate. They're trying to change amen to amen and women. How'd we let them make praying a microaggression? Instead of asking God for the strength to keep winning, we cheat to get ahead and then we ask him for forgiveness. Feminism used to be the most righteous of fights, but these days it feels like they secretly hate guys. I don't trust anyone who bleeds for a week and don't die. I'm just kidding, but everything else that I said is right.
Truth.
They so fake woke, facts don't care about feelings. They know, they won't tell me what to believe in. They so fake woke, same old safe zones. They so fake woke, facts don't care about your feelings.
Not bad for a 100% independent artist with a hell of a message. You keep rocking that shit, Tom. You are what the music industry needs. A little bit of put your ass in check. It is I, Sith turned Jedi, and we're out.